Hi everybody, I hope you are all well. Just so you're aware, I am filming this on my lunch break on Friday because I've got a busy weekend, which includes like doing a bit of shopping, cleaning the house from top to bottom, putting all my decorations up. I'm going out for a meal with mum and dad. I've got things that I've got to do and to watch and such. And so my ability to actually film and upload videos this weekend going to be a bit of an issue. So I'm filming now. I've filmed my next book announcement video just now, and I've got them here next to me, and they are all very pretty, and I'm really excited for you to see that. And I'm filming this one now, and I'm hoping with my broadband that it'll be okay for me to upload both videos today and then upload the advent calendar video tomorrow as usual, because of every other day. If I'm not able to get both videos up today, then you'll definitely get Blonde today, which is what I'm here to review, which is this video. But yeah, it's depending on my broadband and everything and what I'm doing. You might have to wait until tomorrow to find out what these lovely books that are next to me on the sofa are. But you will get that. So yeah, nothing on Sunday whatsoever, because I'm going out for a lovely meal with my mum and dad, and so I'm not going to be at their house to upload videos and such. Anyway, so I've been busy this week with work. It's my last full week before Christmas. How has that happened? I've only got 3 working days after today, but I've got to hurry up because I've got to be back at working in about 20 minutes to half an hour. So this is why this is going to be a bit of a shorter review, but at least you'll get to get that's the main thing. You are getting this video. Now I did take last week off from reading because I got caught up with other things, and so I have really picked up the book I'm here to review, which is Blonde by Joyce Carol Oates. I started it Sunday after I got home from mum and dad's house, and I have to say, I didn't like it. I didn't like this book. I really wanted to like it, but I didn't like it. So much so, I couldn't get past there. I couldn't get past page, what page is it? Hang on, like 5, 6, 7. Page 99. I could not do it whatsoever. And you know, if you've seen my videos, that I hit the 100 page mark and then I stop and I go, do I want to carry on with this, yes or no? I was determined that I was going to when I first started reading this book, and I sent a message to my sister and our bestie Sarah, hey Sarah, to say that. And then last night I was like, you know what, I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to. It's not a case of like with The Clockmaker's Daughter by Kate Morton, where I went, you know what, I'm not in the right headspace for this. So therefore I put that back into my jar to read at some point whenever it gets picked in 2024, or possibly later. I don't know. We shall see. You'll find out my plans for 2024 later. Not today, later. I mean later, closer to New Year. But yeah, but with this, my brain just went, no, shut the door, don't want to go there. So in case you don't know what Blonde is about, this is a fictionalized account of the life of Marilyn Monroe. This is actually the Netflix cover. This is not the official book cover, because the official book cover is the one of Marilyn, same shot, same close-up of Marilyn Monroe, but this isn't Marilyn Monroe. This is Ana de Armas. There it is. Her name is right there, right in front of my face, who played Marilyn for the Netflix film version of this book. Now, I had watched the Netflix film version of this book when it came out, and I really like that film. I still really like that film. But then I picked up the book and I was like, okay, we've got a Wolf Hall situation on our hands here. In case you don't know, Wolf Hall, and I would say also, let's also throw this one into the mix, Atonement, are 2 books which I have come across, where I have read them and gone, or at least attempted to read them and gone, why is this popular? Why is this won a load of awards? Why is nothing happening? Why is this so dry? I do not understand why those books are so popular. However, adaptations I like, because the adaptations have managed to flesh stuff out. It's put it at a good pace and such. Whereas when you actually read those books, it just feels like it's been written in an artsy way in order to get attention when nothing is actually really happening. It's dry as a bone. It just has nothing on it. There's no in-depth characterization. There's even like it's just hero data events, and nothing is actually happening. And this is what this book suffers from. Joyce Carol Oates has written it in a very peculiar way, where you have chapters where every single sentence, and I'm not exaggerating here, every single sentence begins in the same way. And here's an example. There comes death, hurtling along the boulevard in winding sepia light. There comes death, flying in as in a children's cartoon on a heavy, unadorned messenger bicycle. There comes death, unerring. Death not to be dissuaded, death in a hurry, death furiously pedaling, death carrying a package marked special delivery, handled with care in a sturdy wire basket behind his seat. There comes death, expertly threading his graceless bicycle through traffic at an intersection of Wilshire and La Brea, where, because of street repair, 2 westward Wilshire lanes were funneled into one. So every sentence of this opening begins with, there comes death. And she does this in other chapters, like, it was something like, she was a woman who... And then it just goes on listing like all of this stuff and I'm like, what is the point of this? What are you trying to say to me? Why are we going through like the everyday events of going out, getting food, you know, getting dressed, getting washed? But why are we doing it? What is the point of this? And the more I read, the more I got frustrated with this book. And I like, what is this? And my mind kept going, Wolf Hall, Wolf Hall, Wolf Hall is the Hilary Mandel issue that I have in my brain, where my brain goes, not going anywhere, not going near that. I cannot abide writing that is just, for me, I just want to make this very clear, for me, because there are millions of people out there who love works of like Hilary Mandel and such, who find her work absolutely stunning, and she won loads and loads of awards in her amazing career. I'm not going to deny, you know, any of that, but so I look at it and I go, why did this piece of work just captures so many people when it's so dry and nothing is happening? And yet there are works that are by other authors that are so rich and deep and just so absolutely gorgeous that just don't get anywhere near the same attention. I don't understand it. And yeah, unfortunately, Joyce Oates' writing just... it didn't work. It didn't work. Now, very interestingly, you could watch the film and go, well, the film is kind of like that as well. It's a 3-hour film and there are long sequences in it. I'm not going to deny that, as there's very long sequences in this book. But the thing is that the film, because it's a different format and it's visceral, you have a whole different experience with it, whereas what Joyce has written takes that visceral feeling and depth and understanding away from her characters. So you're just sat reading her characters wandering around, doing day-to-day things and going, right, is the story actually going to start happening now? I only reached, as I said, like the 99 page mark. So I didn't get to go all that depth. I didn't get to, you know, to the point where she's a woman. I didn't get anywhere near that. So it could well be that I stopped at the wrong point and I should have persevered. But if it's taken me 5 days to get to page 99, that is problematic, especially in a book that is like near on 800 pages long or something. Hang on. 737 pages. And it's taken me 5 days to get to page 99. That's problematic. That is problematic. I have looked online and this either gets like a 5-star or it gets a 1-star. And because of that, on like Goodreads, the average is something like 3.8 or something that I'm trying to remember from a couple of days ago. So I could have that completely wrong, but it was below the 4-star mark. And if you are below 4-star on like Goodreads and such, oh, that's not good. It's not good. It just, you are constantly, also I forgot to flag, is that obviously because of the subject matter and death is a constant entity, you constantly have this weight. I could physically feel it on my body, making me go, sitting up from this to be like this all the time. And it just felt like I need to breathe. I can't breathe. I cannot do this. I can't breathe. And I shouldn't be feeling that uncomfortable. I shouldn't be feeling that bored. And I shouldn't be feeling like, when is the story actually going to start happening? Everything. I mean, I can't fathom how every box was ticked for me for the film. But for the book, it was every cross that got ticked. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, everyone. So I had to DNF a book that I had been really looking forward to read. I had to DNF Blonde. And I've said this before, like, you know, life's too short to just persevere through stuff that you're not enjoying. And I gave it 5 days. I gave it 5 days, and it doesn't sound like much, but as I said, with all that weight and that just barrage of writing and such, and let's not forget the text is teeny tiny, so it feels like if this was actually text that was of a larger size, of a standard size, we're going to be adding a lot more pages onto this fella. Yeah, and obviously paperback books, they have a limit of the number of pages that you can actually have available, so they make the text smaller in order to fit the actual text in the limit that they have available, and then to be able to get it published in a paperback form. So it just, yeah, I wanted to love it so much, everyone. I really, really did. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And yeah, Blonde, the film, is one of those rare entities where the adaptation is so much better than the book. And I agree with this with Atonement. I mean, with Atonement, I love what the director Joe brought to that, the visceralness of the world, the depth of the characters, the music, the costume, the cinematography, it all is stunning. But then when you read the book, for me, no. It kind of feels like you're being, you know, I really hate to be so critical, but I'm going to do it because I'm honest, it's the way I am. The author of Atonement, and his other works, I just feel like every time I come across his books, he's like ramming it in your face, the fact that you are beneath the world and the characters and everything, and I just feel like I'm being alienated when I read his books. Now, you know, that's me. That is just me. I completely recognise, just as I said with Hilary Mantel and other authors, where just because I don't get along with them, that doesn't mean that other people don't get along with them as well. Other people love these books, but I just don't, and I have hit that wall, slammed head on with Blonde, where the adaptation far outstretches the actual book. Rant over. Okay. And I've got to get back to work, so I need to wrap this up. So very quickly, and my usual questions: would I read this again? No, I can't. I really, really can't do this. Would I read any more of Joyce Carol Oates's books? Now, I'm going to do a rarity. I always say that if an author, I hadn't read, you know, any of their books before, and I don't get along with one of their books, I'd still give them another chance because it's only fair. But I think I'm going to have to break that rule and say no. Joyce, you know, amazing. You've got the, you know, the writing career that you have and such, but for me, it just, I'm going to have to put you in the collection with like Atonement and Wolf Hall and the rest of Hilary Mantel's books and you know, the author's books. No, I can't do it, babes. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I cannot do it. Would I recommend this to anyone? No, not even in the slightest would I recommend. I'd recommend Marilyn's own autobiography. Definitely recommend that, but this wouldn't even go there. So there we go. That was my thoughts on Blonde by Joyce Carol Oates. Have you read this book? I'd love to know what you think. Leave a comment in the comments what's low. Give thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs down. Entirely, I'll let you decide. And I will be back, as I said, with my video announcing what my next reads are, and I hope you like them. And yeah, forgive this kind of ranty video, but it had to be done, and now I've got to get back to work. So I will see you later. Bye.